BruCast is back, baby.
Back with the fire, can't you see the flames? From Deutschland steps comes the BruCast name. Voices like thunder breaking all the chains. Unleash the fury like a runaway train.
Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to another BruCast episode. If it's your first time watching the show, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're listening to Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please ring the show 5 stars. This will ensure that the podcast is recommended to even more people and allow me to keep doing what I love. BruCast is also on Instagram, X, and TikTok, where we upload shorts with the highlights of the show, so follow now. BruCast on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Links on the description below.
Back here we thrive, we survive.
Hey there, BruCast fans. Welcome back to another BruCast episode. If it's your first time watching the show, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Guys, you know what you do. You know the drill. Just subscribe, comment, do all of that jazz that really helps the channel. And without further ado, let's welcome our guest of the day. His name is Austen Hamel. You know him from episode 117, and he's back. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be back. Thank you for allowing me to come back, being your most viewed podcast episode. It's great to come back and talk to you.
Thank you so much for being back. It's an honor. Austin, I was thinking about it. Dude, I think that there's one clip that I created. We were talking about Spider-Man, and there's your picture next to it. Maybe I that's my interpretation. People thought you were Tom Holland because, in my opinion, you look a little bit like Tom Holland.
I've been told he's my celebrity lookalike is Tom Holland.
I think this played a role as well. But anyway, you're not Tom Holland. You're Austen Hamel. Please introduce yourself, man.
Yes, my name is Austen Hamel. I'm a writer-director located in Vermont. I've been making films for about 10 years now. And in 3 weeks, my second feature film enters Essex Cinema's theater called The Wanted Part 2. It's the sequel to last year's film. And I'm ready to start promoting it and let people know about it.
All right. Before we get back into the video, I want to give a quick shout out to a channel I think a lot of you will definitely enjoy. It's called iDeviceNewz. If you're into Apple products or just tech in general, this is definitely a channel worth checking out. iDeviceNewz covers everything happening in the Apple world, from the latest iPhone leaks and iOS updates to the new iPads, Macs, Apple events, and breaking Apple news. So if you're like staying ahead of what's coming next, they've got you covered. But just not news, they also make really useful tutorials, tips, tricks, and how-to videos that help you get more out of your iDevices. Whether you're trying to learn hidden features on your iPhone, improve your iPad workflow, or understand new Apple software updates, there's something there for everyone. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to go subscribe right now to iDeviceNewz on YouTube. I will leave the link down in the description below, so show them some love, and let's get back into today's episode. All right, we are back. Go check it out. Our channel sponsor, iDeviceNewz. Thank you so much, iDeviceNewz, for sponsoring our video. And Austin, before we went to our quick sponsor break, you mentioned that you have your second feature film coming out.
This has been a big dream of mine since I was a kid to see myself on the theater screen, but to be able to do it twice is a bigger honor. Last year was kind of, we were proving that we could do this, that we could make movies and people could view it, and this year we're proving that we can stay and we can do this for years to come. So I'm very excited for people to check this film out.
You're planning to be one of those directors like Quentin Tarantino who only do 10 movies and then after that I'm done? Or you plan to...
Oh man, I've thought about my future a lot, and I think I've done it for 10 years now and I'm only 20. So if I do it until I'm 40, I've been doing it for 30 years. If I do it for 50, if I do it till I'm 50, I've been doing it for even longer. I think I will be doing it till I'm at least 45. That's the goal.
So for you, it's more like an age thing. It's not like an amount of certain movies.
No, it's obviously I want my movies to quality over quantity. You know, if it takes 5 years to make a movie, then obviously it will be much longer than 45. But directing and filmmaking isn't my only dream. You know, I want to live too, you know, family and all that stuff. So I I think I can't do this till, you know, George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, they're 80 or what, and they're still going. I don't see myself going that far, but it'll definitely be most of my life.
That sounds healthy. I was listening to an interview from Christopher Nolan today, and apparently he does not go to the bathroom. Like, he has specific times that he goes to the bathroom, like twice a day. Other than that, he's just suffering through the whole thing. Like, the movie is more important than anything. The actors are not supposed to wear shoes out of, like, it's
Yeah, I saw that. They
Uggs.
can't wear slippers because it takes them out of the scene that they're in. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, maybe you need to be a little bit out there to be like a genius, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I know? But anyway, going back to your movie, so that's the second feature film. So for those who do not know, that's a sequel from what?
The Wanted Part 2 is the sequel from last year's The Wanted Part 1 that was in Essex Cinemas 2025. It was this story about two brothers that get accused of a false murder and they run off to New York City. And we're just telling a continuation of that story. Last year, it was my story. Me and my brother Jackson play the brothers, and last year it was my story. And this year, Jackson gets to take the mantle as being the lead, and he gets to lead a Hamel film for the first time ever. 10 years of doing this, I'm ecstatic to say that my little brother is the lead of my movie, and he is going to go on and he's going to tell the final bit of the story. This is it. There was only going to be two parts, my story and his story, and August 12th it comes to an end.
And people who want to watch it, they can see it in the cinemas, right, in Vermont.
Yes, Essex Cinemas, August 12th. Tickets are in the link in my Instagram bio. So if we can somehow get that attached to this video, that'd be awesome. And it'll then eventually be released digitally on a paid paywall. Yeah.
Guys, how cool is that, man? You're only 20. You're just you're releasing movies in the theater. I think I said it the first time we met each other. How amazing is that? How cool is that? It's really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, only being 19 years old and getting to say that I have been in two feature films that are going to be in the theater is truly an accomplishment and something I'm really proud of and I'm really grateful for. You know, a lot of people don't get to start until they're like in their late 20s, their late 30s, and I'm very grateful that I've been able to start so early and have these opportunities so early that will allow me to have this amazing career.
So what is the movie about? I don't think we covered that yet.
So, we're gonna go into spoiler territory about part one. My character, Owen Carter, has died. At the end of the first one, I was shot and killed by my father, my real life father, Officer Grant. My dad plays the villain of the first film, which is we have our whole family in it. So I don't think I've publicly confirmed that my character is dead until here. Owen Carter is dead. He is not alive in the second film. And so we spent so much time in the first film building these brothers and this bond that they have, and I ripped it away from you. I took it from you. In the last minute of the film, you spent this hour and 15 minutes of loving these guys and caring about these guys, and then I took it from you. I broke your heart. And now you're going to watch as Jackson's character, his name's Ethan Carter, is broken. He has lost the one person he thought he'd never lose, and he has to continue on this journey while everyone still thinks he's a murderer, and he is going to, by himself, stop the real person that caused these murders that were pinned against them.
And that's your little brother.
That's my real life little brother, Jackson Hamel, playing Ethan Carter. Yep.
How was directing your brother?
I think it actually is a lot harder than directing actors because he's my brother. So when I give him directions, he's this teen, this angsty teen. If I say something, he's got this sarcastic remark. He can be comfortable with me. He can say stuff. Where when I'm working with an actor, I feel like they're here to work. They're here to be on top of it. Jackson was just like, yeah, I know I got filming in 10 minutes. I'm gonna go eat some chips and I'm gonna go play on my phone, and then I'll come down and we'll get started. But he did incredible. I am so proud of his performance in this film. Everyone did incredible, but having Jackson lead, and truthfully, another breaking thing I'll tell in this podcast is I was supposed to live through to the second part, but Jackson outacted me in every scene we had in the first film that I said there was no point in keeping me alive to the second. He is doing so well, and he is literally beating the lead guy that he needs to be the lead. So I just flip-flopped it, and Jackson gets to do this.
Amazing. So what do you mean when you say outacted? What that means exactly?
Basically, I was the lead of part one. Jackson was my co-star. So basically, usually the lead is the top guy. It's the one who has the most screen time, the best performance, the main story. You're following my character. Every time Jackson and I shared a screen together, he was a better actor than I was. He hit the cues right, the emotional scenes right, the scary scenes right. I would say my best performance in that film was maybe Jackson's third best performance in the film. He completely was the star of the show, and when we got out, everyone was going up to him and saying, you are a star, you're going to be a star one day. You had, like, he won the best performance out of everyone in the first film, and it made sense to me that this kid has got what it takes. For 10 years, him and I've kind of been the lead, and I've just been guiding him to where he can get, and he got there. And I'm so proud that he is where he is now. And at only 14, he is leading a movie that's going to be in a movie theater. It warms my heart. I'm so excited for him.
I'm excited for you guys. It's funny because he seems to be, a good actor, and I would assume that a good actor is comfortable in front of the cameras. But he was a little bit shy to join us today. Such a pity.
Yes, it's very unfortunate. We'll get him on one day. It happens, We're not. It happens. I'm glad to be here, but yeah, we'll get him on one day.
Jackson, this is my message to you, man. The audience loves you. You need to come on the show next time. It's very relaxed. So anyway. Man, how cool is that? So you directed your brother, but I assume you also had to direct a large group of people, right? There were more characters.
There is a total of 23 actors in this film. There was 15 in the last film, and there's a total of 23. Last year, I told you that scheduling was a pain.
Yeah.
This year, it was even worse.
Oh my God.
Okay. So it was the most stressful thing ever. I had maybe... I had 23 people total. I needed to get maybe 4 people in a scene together. They all have full-time jobs. I have a full-time job. The weather changes every other day. We had to make this work perfectly. And I tell you, Bru, we got it. I don't know how I did it, but it was a nice sunny day. All 4 people were free. They showed up and we got to work, and it was probably the best experience. My favorite filming day was with Connor Brogan, Brody McGuire, David Magabo, Dad, Jackson, and I. So there were 6 of us. There were 6 of us all in one set. And it had to be a miracle to happen because we all have full-time jobs. We're all doing our own thing. The weather, it either rains one day or it's sunny the next. You can't tell. And we all just got there and we filmed for about 4 hours and it was perfect. Except there was a hair on my lens and I didn't know until I was reviewing the footage. I didn't know. God. And we had to restart. We had to restart the whole thing, except for like a portion of it where we were in the shade so you couldn't see. But everything that was in the sun, direct sun, you could see that little hair across them. I went, oh no. I told Brody and Connor just put his head down like, oh, we got to start. We had to start all over. But it still worked. We still got it.
Damn. fucking hair. That's so annoying, man.
The sun was so bright that I
Ah.
couldn't see on my monitor that there was a hair across the lens, and it was our last shot, and I go, what is this thing on my screen? And I looked through all the footage. Of, oh no, this has been here the whole entire time.
How many
Oh,
hours did you had to shoot again?
another 3.
3
Another
hours.
3, but
Just
I
because
said,
of the
"You
hair.
just because of the hair, we had to, I said, guys, go home. We'll get this another day. So we had to add it on top of an already busy filming day. So I said, go home. I'll figure this out. A couple weeks later, they came back and I said, all right, guys, this day's going to be even longer because we now have to redo everything. But they were champs. Connor Brogan is Jackson's lead this time around. Connor Brogan is my best friend. He plays Blake Weston, a social media influencer from New York City. So when the characters go to New York in the first film, they meet this social media guy, and he immediately finds out that they're killers, and he uses them to gain content and popularity and views. And so he's back this time around, and Connor kills it. He's so funny. He has these comedic chops where he's the serious guy, and then he can immediately be funny, and it fits the movie so well. So I'm excited to have Jackson as this serious character and Connor, this kind of comedic character, be the two stars and be very different, but it works so well.
They complement each other.
They complement each other very well.
But Austin, talking about the hair thing, I would say sometimes it's a blessing in disguise, right? You tell me you're part of the movie, but I assume that one of the actors, they need to do the whole scene again. They probably they had like the first time they did it with the hair, it was kind of practicing, and now they have to do it again. They were even more comfortable with the lines and stuff.
Yeah, we were able to implement more stuff into the scene and make it a lot better than the original. It was a blessing in disguise. Their performances were better, the writing was better, everything was better. It was just such a pain when I sat in that editing room to review all the footage, and I see that one speck of hair, and I was there for about 3 hours looking up, how do I do this in post-editing? How do I remove this? And I'm trying, and it looks worse. And I'm like, oh, the only way I can do this is to just reshoot it all.
Oh, so you even try to do it, to remove it on post?
I tried to, and the problem I had was the hair was right on their face. Like if it was in the background, I could probably get away, but because I was editing their face, they looked deformed, and you could tell that there was something wrong with them, that it just did not work at all.
Yeah, the face is, yeah, that's tricky.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I recently saw on Instagram, apparently Hollywood has this spinning camera lenses for when it's raining or snowing. So the thing is, have you seen that thing?
I have not.
So it's not actually the lenses, because they protect the camera with like a cover or something on front of the lenses. And it spins whenever it starts snowing or raining. And because it spins, it uses this, how do you say in English, centrifugal force to move the water out. So anyway, you don't.
Oh, okay.
Does it make sense to what I'm explaining? I feel like I'm doing a bad job explaining. But anyway, it spins, and you don't notice. Like you can record the scene normally. But
That's sick.
I have no idea how much one of
It's
those.
probably not cheap.
Not cheap, exactly. Like when it comes to cameras, like everything is. Yeah, he's doing the face palm, guys. It's extremely expensive. Yeah,
I have to work an overnight job just to afford this movie. That's how expensive this budget was. So I would film all day and then work a 12-hour shift at night and then repeat. My sleep average is about 4 hours a day because the budget just increased massively in the second film, from camera equipment, because there was a lot more pressure on me, I felt, this time around. The first time around, the experience was kind of what got people to come to the first film. Oh, it's in a movie theater. We've never seen Austen make a movie before. We're just going to go and see. Now that they've seen it, I kind of have to prove, hey, I still can make more movies, and it has to be different. So I got a bunch of camera equipment and new stuff, and it was really pricey, and I had to work a full-time job too, so I couldn't do it during the day while I'm filming a full feature film. So I work overnights from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then we would start filming at around 10 a.m. and we would wrap at around 4 p.m. We'd wrap around 4 or 5 p.m. and I'd go back at 7 p.m. Yeah. It's what it takes.
It's what it
What it
takes.
takes.
It's a
Yep.
craft of passion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's worth it. You know, August 12th when people start coming in there and the big screen shows up and the countdown begins for the movie and you start feeling the anxious adrenaline of everyone's getting ready to sit in their seat and watch your movie. All that no longer matters, how tired I am, or none of it matters. It's that moment right there that pays it all off.
I once heard that well, I hear that all the time because I work in the gaming industry, right? And when it comes to developing those works of passion, let's say, the phrase that I hear often is like, there's no finished games, there are only shipped games or released games. Is that similar to movies? Like you just finish it because you have a deadline? Or
I with these past two ones, I really feel it was like that because I announced when they would be coming out before I started, where I felt like there was I had to, like, I wouldn't say I rushed to get them done, but there was a clear deadline where I had to be done writing at this point, I had to be done filming at this point, I had to be done editing at this point. My next film, I would really like to just go quiet until I have the script done, maybe something really, that way at least I'm not feeling like I need to get this done so I can really explore my creative crafts, because the past two have definitely felt like I'm working this hard because I only got 2 months, 3 months left to do this.
yeah. So the next movie, you're gonna wait until you have something substantial to announce it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think I announced the first one before I even wrote the script. Like, I gave it a release date and everything before I even wrote the script. It's kind of like, crap. How am I gonna do this? I got like 8 months. I have to write the whole thing, film the whole thing, edit the whole thing. Yeah, so I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna do that.
But awesome, that's a good motivator, right?
Oh yeah, it doesn't only motivate me in this, it motivates me in everything I do in life. I'm like, all right, I got 8 months. I got to make sure my health is on top of things. I got to make sure my grades are good. My license is renewed so I don't get pulled over while I'm filming, you know, everything. Like, it just keeps me motivated.
Yeah, if you don't do that for the next movie, then how are you gonna know that you're done? You know, you're just gonna keep improving
Yeah.
it forever. Maybe you
That's
need a
true.
deadline.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. That, dang, I didn't see it like that. That's true.
Do you have an idea? I mean, the second one didn't even came out yet, so maybe it doesn't make sense to talk about future movies. But do you think like all your movies gonna be the same genre, or you plan to diversify over time? Like, what type of director you wanna continue being in the future?
The next film will be completely different than
Completely
anything I've ever made before. It will not have any. The only person that will be in the next film that's been in the previous films will be myself. My family won't be in it. My friends won't be in it. It won't be shot in Vermont. It'll be shot in a brand new city, and it won't be horror. It'll be a completely different genre, and it's gonna feel completely different. I think after this big jump of getting a movie in a movie theater, making 2 horror movies, that's really big. Now it's time to make a change and let audiences see what else I can do. So we're gonna step into the drama, the comedy a little bit, and it's gonna be different. It's gonna be fun. I can't say too much else besides that, but it's gonna be different. It's gonna be fun.
No, that sounds exciting, man. That's super cool. Dude, I have so many more questions because it's not every day that I have a filmmaker in the BruCast. I'm gonna jump back and forth a little bit if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
You mentioned the difficulty of managing so many people, right? How do you even do it? You just like messaging and emailing everyone all the time and seeing how is that process?
I feel like a manager at work that's texting my employee every day, "Hey, I'm short-staffed. Can you come in? Hey, I'm short-staffed. Can you come in?" Because I'm just texting them every day. "Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Hey, are you free? I need you this weekend. I need you next weekend. I need you tomorrow. Are you free?" A lot of times they're saying, "No, I'm not." So I kind of learned I have to ask them 2 weeks in advance for one day. So I think I was like, I was asking them 2 weeks in advance for filming, and then when it got to that day, I was asking them, "All right, when can I get you next?" And then I was planning it. Yeah, it was not easy. I think scheduling and editing were the two hardest things about this creation of this movie. They were just a pain. I also had people like back out of filming like the day of, like something had happened or come up and they canceled the day of. I was like, "Oh no, what do I do?" And speaking of the deadline, when you have a deadline, you got to keep going. So I would have to change some things about the story and then I'd have to add some things. That's just, I think the job of being a director is just figuring out how to make those situations work. Like they're gonna happen. We're human. People have families and jobs they have to attend to. And when something like that happens, it's my job as a director to say, okay, they're going to attend to their business. We need to figure out how we can still make this story work without them, or we need to figure out a plan to when we can get them back and continue the story. And that happened more than once on this set, and the movie still turned out great. So I think for any advice to new filmmakers, it's not going to go your way. Don't get all worked up about it. You're going to figure it out. It's going to be okay. And it might not be the product that you wrote on paper, but it's still your product, so embrace it and live it. You made that.
How much would you say the product came out exactly how you envisioned? Like 100%? No, you just said it's not 100%, but like 90%, 80%?
I think this might be the first film where most of what was on the script was actually on the film. A lot of times when I'm writing, I'm just sat in a room and I'm very unmotivated. But then when I get on the set, I see all these things that go, "Oh, I want to change this. I want to change that." This time around, I had a clear vision because of what part one was, that I knew where we were going to go next. There was a lot to build from. It was very easy to write this film. It was very easy to picture this film because I had so much to work from, that I would say 90% of what was on the script made it onto the digital screening. And there was a couple things. There was one scene that I had written into the script, and we had it all ready, and it was going to be like the best thing about the film. And then our actor dropped out all day of, and I was really disappointed because it was going to be so cool. And maybe one day I'll come back on and I'll tell you what that is. But it was disappointing that we didn't get that scene. But if that's the only thing that didn't make it, I can live with it. Everything else was flowed so perfectly. It all was what was in the script. And I think for the first time since I've started, I've felt the most prepared with this one. Like I really focused on the pre-production and making sure this all looks great.
Got it. And those other 10% that did not come out the way you imagined, it's because of scheduling or other unforeseen circumstances.
I would say either scheduling, or sometimes I realize when I'm on set and I'm reading the line I wrote, I realize, dang, sometimes I really suck as a writer. And I'm looking I'm looking at the line I wrote to these actors and I go, "Guys, do not say this line. I don't know what I was thinking when I was writing this." And I say, let's talk about some way we can make this work right, this work better. And so sometimes it's just the stuff I wrote on paper doesn't translate well to on camera.
I think Mark Hamill used to say the same thing about George Lucas. You say all the time, "George." I mean, you can write those things, but you cannot say this shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, you would write a bunch of gibberish when it comes to, like, the Millennium Falcon and how it works. Like, okay, it looks fancy on paper, but when you're like on the set and trying to explain it, it doesn't
Yeah,
land.
it does not work. No,
Uh,
yeah, it happens. You just there have been a couple times where my actors and my family just kind of say, "I hope you know this makes no sense. Like this really sucks." It's like, thank you guys. Like, thank you. Let's change this. How can we work this? And it works great. Or they go, "I'm really confused on who my character is at this point." Okay, let's fix that. Let's work this out. Let's make it clear. And then once they understand, it works better. I think that's the important job of being a director is it's your job to make sure that the actors know the story because they don't see what is in your head. So you really gotta tell it to them and make it clear to them. I think my family have kind of been annoyed at this point of how many times I've talked about, hey guys, I think it's all I talk about really, car rides and everything. So your character does this, your character does this. That I think my parents probably have, my family probably have the best performances because all they've heard come out of my mouth is about their characters in the movie that they've been ready to get this over with.
They have no choice.
They have no choice.
Austin, as a young director, how do you know an actor is being a good actor? How can you judge this?
When they feel natural. I think
Feel
the
natural.
problem a lot of times is with scripts is when you're practicing lines, you're gonna feel scripted. You're gonna feel like a robot. And I'm gonna use one of my actresses. Her name is Rory Hendy as an example. She comes from mainly a theater background, and theater and film are two completely different things. And our first time on set, she learned that it wasn't a lot of memorizing lines. It was kind of more natural improv. Like with theater, you're more exaggerated. You know, you're trying to get a pop from the audience every time you say something. With film and movies, you're trying to tell a natural story. So our first time on set, and this was the same with Brody and Connor last year because they had mainly done theater. So last year we kind of had to work with them. It's not your job to make the viewers like to pop every time you say something like theater. It's your job to make the conversation and the story feel natural. The main thing is I want it to feel real. I don't want them to think, oh, this I feel out of this movie because of their performance. Like I want you to feel like you're having an actual conversation. So that's kind of what goes back to the writing part and having to change some of the dialogue is sometimes when I'm writing a conversation, we get on set and the conversation doesn't feel natural. So then we'll kind of add some stuff that allows the conversation to feel natural. So the main thing is allowing the conversation of the story and the conversation to feel real.
Yeah, it makes sense. Because, I mean, if it's not feeling real at the moment, it's probably not going to translate as real into the camera as well, right?
Yeah, and it's not going to and it's when emotional and dramatic moments hit in the film, it's not going to hit as much for the viewers because they've been taken out of the film by the actor's performance.
That's make totally sense, yeah. I mean, I know I'm a simple moviegoer, right? One thing that I can really feel the difference is when it comes to CGI and real practical effects, right? It just hits different. I'm sorry, it's just, I mean, a bunch of the CGI stuff is super cool. I love it. But it's just not as impactful, emotionally impactful as the real deal.
And I feel like
Yeah.
a big comparison we can make is Marvel and Christopher Nolan. Marvel is heavy on the CGI because I mean, there's really no way you can't. Except for the new Spider-Man movie, it was mainly practical. I'm really excited to see this Spider-Man Brand New Day, the new one. It was mainly practical. But Christopher Nolan usually does practical effects while Marvel uses CGI, like their costumes. Like I saw something about sometimes their costumes, like they're not even wearing their costumes. It's fully CGI. And I just think that's really stupid. You can't even put a costume on, and that affects the performance of the actors because they're supposed to pretend that they're in this whole costume when they're wearing a green outfit and a motion cap. Like it just doesn't work. So yeah, I think when I get the budget and I can do these big scale projects, I'm gonna lean more to the practical route. Even if I get to work on big sets like Marvel, I want to be one of the directors that says we're going practical, not CGI, even if it takes longer, because it's just in the end, it's a lot more work, but it looks so much better.
Yeah, definitely. But you know who started this whole CGI suits thing, right? Inside of Marvel.
I don't.
It was Robert Downey Jr. I mean,
Oh,
after the first Iron Man that became a hit, he was like, guys, just CGI the rest of the suit. I don't need to wear like he got so bothered with the suit. And
Oh, right. He only wears like, the plate.
I mean, in the later movies, not even that. Not even
Yeah.
that. But I mean, he's Robert Downey Jr., so they had no choice. Like they need to do what he wants. I think in the latest
Yeah.
movie, he gets like I don't. It's like he made a crazy contract. He got like 10% of the budget. He
Dude,
has
he's
created,
getting like $200 million for Doomsday.
and he's probably like 10 minutes in the movie. I guarantee.
Yeah, he's gonna be wearing a mask 95% of the movie, dude. You're not gonna see him, and he has an accent in this movie, so he's not even gonna sound like Robert Downey Jr. They're paying him $200 million to be a completely different character when they could have hired a really good actor, a different actor, to do the same thing for less money.
But it's not Robert Downey Jr.
It's not Robert Downey Jr. They needed him back. They needed him back.
It's their last hope. You know, they
It's their only hope. It's their only...
they tried this whole Can. I think his name was Can, right? The
Kang
yeah.
the Conqueror. They were trying. It did not work at all.
Yeah, because the actor in real life was a wife beater, and then they had to they had
Yeah,
to
there was
distance himself from the guy.
Yeah, it was a lot of but I also feel like the character that they set up for him was bad too, because they had him in Ant-Man and he died by ants.
Yeah.
He got killed by ants. You're telling me that the next Thanos got killed by ants? That's how you set him up to be the next villain? It was pretty stupid. I think Doctor Doom will be cool.
Yeah, hopefully. But you know, I mean, the problem is that they set the bar so high with the Infinity Saga, you know, that everything that comes after it is just it's
Yeah,
hard.
it's been hard to match. No Way Home is probably been the best since
Yeah,
Endgame.
yeah, I agree. Austin, since we're talking about different movies, you mentioned a horror movie, like your movies that you're creating right now. They're in the terror horror genre, right? Have you seen Obsession?
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good. I am so happy. The one thing I'm happy about is that it was made by a YouTuber. Like
Really?
that guy, if you look on YouTube, his name's Curry Barker. He has a YouTube channel called That's a Bad Idea. And from before Obsession, he would just make YouTube videos. Yeah, it's a popular sketch comedy.
I'm looking it
Go
up,
to
guys.
images probably, or yeah, right there. Yeah, this guy, the owner of this channel made that movie. And you see that milk and cereal one right there?
Where? Oh yeah. American Syria.
That was his last movie before Obsession. His movie before his theatrical debut was a YouTube film.
Oh, it's really a movie. It's like 1 hour.
Yeah, it's a real movie that he posted for free on YouTube, and then he landed this big deal. Like, same with the Backrooms guy. The Backrooms movie, the director was just a YouTuber. Like, the YouTubers are starting to become the next wave of directors, and I'm really happy about that because that's what I do. Yeah, this guy, Kane Parsons, he's 20 years old, and he directed a full $10 million budget horror film.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Where did $10 million come from?
Yeah, so what first happened was he made this whole YouTube series about the Backrooms by himself, and then A24, a popular distribution company, found it, gave him $10 million to make a theatrical movie about it. He started from YouTube.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't Justin Bieber also like a YouTube star or something like that's how he got known?
Justin Bieber, I don't know. I've always known him as a singer.
Justin Bieber. I think he started on YouTube as well. Bieber, YouTube star. So that's the thing, man. You first need to get big on YouTube, and then those publisher and companies. Yeah, I think it's always started.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's how he got
just
known.
Sing. Yeah. But Obsession was great. Did you see Obsession?
Dude, I'm obsessed with Obsession. It's so good, and
it's so good.
And normally I don't even watch horror movies, but the acting the story,
So good.
the
So good.
how to say, the cinematography, like everything, the
Yeah.
lighting is like, it's mind blowing. Like you don't get this
Yeah.
type of quality from Hollywood movies, you know?
And a 26-year-old made that, and he had a I think $700,000 budget. That's in film. That's low. That's really not a lot. Mainly, a lot of them are like 10 million. That's like the average for big Hollywood movies, and it's just refreshing that that's what Hollywood needs to do to come back. Is you need to give younger talent more money to use their creative opportunities.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because those studios, they're afraid of the how'd you say, of trying new things. They're too big, you know.
Yeah.
They want to make Shrek 6, Shrek 7, Toy Story 7, 8, 9. Like, they just keep releasing the same thing over and over and over again, because for them that's save money. For them is all about, it's all like a gamble. How much we can invest to get, like, how much can we get our money back? Like, at the end of the day, those guys at the top of those big corporations, money, it's number one.
Is their only concern. It's their only concern. And for a business that relies heavily on taking risks, they don't take a lot of risks. They just stay safe. And that's why it's Hollywood is where it is.
Yeah, man. Like when I watched Obsession, I felt something that I didn't feel for a long time. I felt like this is what a really good movie feels like. You're right, you know. Like I don't remember the last time I felt like that after a movie.
Yeah, it was a breath of fresh air.
It was definitely a breath of fresh air, definitely. Man, and this actress, I don't know her name in real life.
Indy, yeah. Her performance was incredible. As the girl, that creepy girl, yeah, as Nikki, yeah. Insane.
Yeah. I saw some rumors on Instagram that now Tom Cruise reached out to her and they're gonna make a movie. I don't know, but I would say she's totally capable of doing it, because her acting.
Oh yeah,
skills
she's gonna be a star.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a star.
What's her name in real life?
Indy Indy something.
Obsession. Indie Obsession. Box.
Indy Narvaret.
Indy
Navarrete.
Navarrete. Yeah, we found it.
I don't know.
And this girl is amazing. Like the dude, like the guy, it was okay. Like he did a good job, but her acting was out of this world.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah, there's another. So this one I watched recently was, mind blowing, out of this world, really good. And one thing that I also noticed, they did the camera, how to say, not the camera, the aspect ratio of the screen as 4:3, I guess. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it felt very different. It felt it puts you into the movie, because the movie is scary, and that's how it works. That's how those films work, is they take little things that you wouldn't think would be a big change, and they change it, and then you're uncomfortable, and you're out of your comfort zone when you're watching this movie because of how different it looks and how everything looks.
Oh, that's why they did it. So it feels okay. Interesting. Damn. There's another movie that I watched recently as well. How it's called again? The Substance. Have you heard about it?
I think so. I haven't seen it.
It's also super good. It's also horror. I highly recommend it, Austen. I won't give you any spoilers, but it's not as good as Obsession. That's the thing. The bar got so high with Obsession.
The bar is high. Yeah.
And the good thing now is that those YouTubers that got famous, they're just gonna keep doing bigger and bigger movies, right? And that's what Hollywood needs, like those like people like you, basically, who have original ideas, are willing to take risks, and that's how original stories are made, and that's what we need. That's what you said. Hollywood need those guys, because right now, let's be honest, a bunch of those movies, they're just not that interesting. The ones that are coming out,
big blockbusters. Avengers Doomsday. It's gonna be good, great. I'm gonna see it, but I'm only seeing it because of everyone's coming back that they've had for 20 years. You know, I feel like if it didn't have Robert Downey Jr., Thor, Captain America, would you be excited? I don't feel like you would.
No. But what I mean is, like, that's Disney, right?
Yeah.
There's like 2, 3. Moana is also Disney. No one's watching this. There's like 3 other movies in the cinemas right now. No one's watching any of them. I mean, there's the Odyssey, but that's it. Everything else is.
Yeah.
Why do you even want to go to the cinema? Like, there's a lack of really good movies. Like Obsession, that's the exception. But back in the days, at least for me, like, there were so many good movies that would come out one after the other, and you would like just stay in the cinema like throughout the whole year. Right now, I go to the movies 2-3 times a year. I wish I could go more, actually.
I would say in summer of like No Way Home era, from like 2021 to 2023, I was like seeing a movie once a month.
Really?
And then something just happened, bro. I don't know what happened, but that's just the quality from like 23 to now has just dipped. But Obsession brought me back. I've seen Obsession, I've seen The Odyssey. Yeah, they're all. I feel like I'm back.
All right.
In the theater. And I think my movie last year was the first movie I saw in theater in like at least a year, I want to say. Like, it was crazy that the one thing that brought me back to watching movies was my movie in theaters. Because there's just I don't think that a lot of Hollywood movies today are what they used to be.
Yeah, but you're bringing it back, Austin.
I'm trying, guys.
I think Tom Cruise, he's also like a huge movie. Yeah, what's to say? Yeah, like,
Oh yeah,
he's like promoting all the movies. He's going to the movies all the time. He's like a big promoter of the medium, and
he loves movies.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think we need every actor like this because it's an experience, right? When you go to the movies, it's not the same as watching at home. It's not the same,
right?
I think Joe Rogan and some actors, they say that all the time. When you're gonna do a bit, when you're gonna do some comedy, you need the audience, the live audience. You need this live reaction, people laughing next to you. Otherwise, it's not the same. It does not feel the same, and we need that. Yeah. I watched what's the name of this movie? The one Disclosure Day. Steven Spielberg. Have you seen?
Spielberg.
Yeah.
Yep.
I felt like I watched it in the theaters because I'm a huge alien nerd. I totally waiting to be abducted someday. But the thing is, I enjoyed the movie. It was fun, especially because I had my friends there and like people around me. But honestly, if I watched it at home, I think it would not have been the same thing.
Yeah, and that's really the big reason I'm prioritizing the theater release over the digital release, because once I release it at home, you can be on your phone the whole time the movie happens. Your dog can be yelling at you and you got to go take them out when a whole thing happens. I feel like the theater, you have their full attention, and I feel like that's the audience that I want to attract more than the digital, because they're going to miss something. There's going to be something that the digital, the at home that don't see it in the theater are going to miss that the theater aren't.
Yeah. How does this work? Like, you reach out to the theater and you say, guys, I'm this director. I just have this movie coming out. How can we make this work? How is this process?
Basically what you said. I emailed them. I emailed them last year. I said, I have this movie coming out. Is it possible to have it in your theater? I had to pay them a little bit, but it worked. It went in. It's basically renting a theater.
Yeah.
You rent it, it's your theater. I hope that one day, eventually, Essex will allow it to be one of my movies, allow it to be like a theatrical run that's there for weeks on end. It's just one day, it's one night that it's in theaters, which is still amazing. It's still great, but hopefully the next goal is that it can be there for a week or 2 weeks or something. And so I messaged them. We set up a date, we set up a time, and in like 2 weeks I'm going to test the movie, which is always, last year it was such a weird feeling of I was sitting in an empty theater looking at my movie, and I get to do that again this year. And at the theater, a guy named Chris Campanile, he's another first-time director. He will be premiering his film called It's Gone, 5 Bloody Knuckles. It's a short film that I got to work on with him. And we're gonna I'll try to connect you with him. Write 5 Bloody Knuckles. Yes, the first one. The It's Gone. Yeah, this is his movie on IMDb. And last summer I was working on The Wanted Part 1, and I was working on this with him as I was in the movie, and I co-directed a couple scenes with him, and he's gonna show it at the premiere before my movie begins. And I think that's what this is all about, really. It's just having the opportunity to show what independent creatives can do is really fun. And I got to work on this with him. I've seen it. It's really great for a first timer. The visuals are beautiful, the performances are beautiful, and it's a 10-minute short that he knocked out of the park, and I'm very grateful to be a part of it and excited for people to see it.
Amazing. Shout out to Christopher Campanile. So is this short? So it's about 10 minutes. Is that something that can we see right now live on YouTube, or not out? It's not out yet.
It's not out yet. Nope. I think he's going the film festival route, so it won't be public for a bit. Until he's done with the film festival route. He will it'll be premiering at my movie, and then it'll be in film festivals. And then once he's done the film festival, usually when people are done with the film festival route, they will upload it publicly onto YouTube. But once it comes out, I definitely recommend checking it out, and I'll try to see if he would be willing to come on with you to have more filmmakers once that's up, because it's a great opportunity for him and for you. He's a really talented guy. His story is so inspiring too. He's in his 50s, and he's starting his dream now. You know, I think it's really cool to be working with someone where I'm much younger in my life, starting, and someone much later, and we're still doing the same thing, experiencing the same things. And so his story is really inspiring, and I hope his story needs to be heard, and I'm excited for people to see that you can start at any age.
I'll be glad to have him on the show. I mean, I love talking to filmmakers. I love movies, so why not?
Yeah.
Awesome. So one thing that I thought about while you're mentioning the whole theatrical release is, so right now you're renting the theaters, right? But the goal over time, of course, in the future, is to have the cinema showing up your movie for a extended period of time. Can't you reach out to sponsors and stuff like that, to people to play ads before your movie start or something like that? It's a way of...
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. We're in discussion with a couple people. This shirt that I have, this Hamel film shirt, it says The Wanted and my name on it, was made by these kids in my state. And they have this clothing brand company, and I would love to put them on ads, and I would love to have ads go on. I think the whole thing about this is I want to show what people can create. You know, I have a photographer, hopefully, coming, who's 14 years old. Like, this little kid has this dream of being a photographer, and that's the person I want. I don't want someone who's been doing it for 20 years, and sure, their photos might look better, but that experience for that kid, and that opportunity, like the opportunity I'm given to be at the theater and do this, means a lot more to me than paying some professional a bunch of money to take professional photos. A lot of people that are working on this project with me are first-time graphic designers and editors and photographers and all this stuff, and that's what makes it special. Is we're all starting, and we're given this big opportunity in front of this big audience. It's really special, and I that means more than any of the money I'm getting from this or anything.
And that's how we know you're gonna go far in the industry, because you really are passionate about it. That's something that you love to do, no matter what. I have a good friend. So at the beginning of the show, I promoted iDeviceNewz. That's a YouTube channel from a good friend of mine, and that's his mindset. Like, Bruno, what I'm doing because I love it, and if I wasn't doing because I love it, at some point I would just burn out, you know?
Yeah.
You need to have the passion. You need to enjoy doing what you do. Otherwise, you're just not going to go far. You're going to do it for a while. Why it's exciting, you know, the spark at the beginning is there. Whenever you start doing anything new, it's exciting, right?
Yeah.
But if you're not passionate about it, it's just not gonna last. I think Steve
No.
Jobs used to say that all the time. Like, you need to really want it. You need to really love and be passionate about what you do it, because
It makes life better. It makes life better. I think I've met a lot of people that aren't passionate about what they do, and it's just kind of it kind of puts me down, you know.
Yeah.
You are who you are around. And you know, at some of my older jobs that I worked at, and even sometimes my current job, the people that like hate their job or just are miserable, I feel like that puts me down. And I feel like my happiest is when I'm around people that love what they're doing and love what they're creating. And that's people on movie sets. Back to Five Bloody Knuckles, that whole set, everyone was just so happy to be there, and that just made me so much more happier to be there. So that's what it's mainly for me, is I just want to love. I want my job and what I do, I want to love it. I want to love my life, and I don't want it to feel like it's a burden to be making movies, because it's not. It's truly a gift.
Amazing. Austin, so I would say, to conclude, we're gonna play a trailer of your movie.
Oh, cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Do you mind showing me which one it is before?
Of
I just want
course.
to make sure it's there's a couple, but there's one that I would really love to show.
Part 2. The wanted part 2. Can you see the screen?
I cannot.
Oh, we can. Oh, that's why you're quiet. I was like, bro. Let me try again. I thought you could see the screen. Guys, give me just a second here, okay? Share the screen. There you go. Should be able to
Should be
see.
a guy with a. Okay, I see the Five Bloody Knuckles.
Oh no.
Okay, that one. Yes, that one. That one you can show.
Okay.
I love this.
Oh. 1 second. There's no audio. We need to play with audio, of course. Let's start from the beginning.
You know what you need to do? You need to go after Grant. Go after Grant! Go after Grant!
Poor little Ethan. Hey, get the fuck back here!
Please help me!
You piece of shit! You shouldn't have left me in fucking New York! Just kill me!
Let's go. So cool.
And special appearance, Bru Frasca will be in the movie as a true crime podcaster.
Yeah, baby. BruCast
He's
in
in the movie.
In the movie.
Is this your movie debut? Have you
It
been in
is.
the movie before?
No, it's my
Let's
movie
go.
debut. Guys,
Let's go.
thank you so much, Austin. It was amazing. Guys, watch the movie. I'm gonna be in the movie. That was the big secret at the end. August 12th. So if you're in Texas or near Vermont, it's something that you can. If someone who's listening in wanna go, they can reach out to you. Is that a thing?
Yep. And the link in my Instagram bio is the ticket link. You can just purchase the ticket there. It has the address and everything. And then after August 12th, I will announce the digital release and everything. So it's not too far after the theatrical release. I just want to focus on the theatrical release and then the digital. And yeah, Bruno gets it for free. I'll send you the digital because you're in the movie. I'll send it to you during the theater because I know you're in Germany. So, but besides that, I'm excited for people to see it. I hope people love it. It's a story that's meant a lot to me, a story 10 years in the making that I've worked really hard on. And I'm really excited for people to see how it ends and see my future above it. So thank you.
Thank you so much, man. It was a pleasure. Guys, I think that's about it. Austen, thank you so much. I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm look forward to see your movie.
Thank you.
All right. All right, everyone, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And see you next time. Bye-bye.
Perfect. That was awesome,
Thank
man.
you so much for hanging
That was
out
awesome.
with us today.
I feel a
If it's
lot
your
more
first time
comfortable
watching the
doing this
show,
now. My
please make
first
sure to
time, I was a
like
little,
and
I was a little,
subscribe if you're
a
listening
little
on
scared, but
Spotify
I feel
or
a
Apple
lot more
Podcasts.
easy at
Please
this,
rank the
doing
show
this whole
5
interview thing.
stars. This will
It's
ensure
really
that
fun.
the podcast is recommended to even more people and allow me to keep doing
I think there's gonna be a lot more
Check
coming.
out now
There's
the
gonna be a lot
BruCast
more
store,
coming.
Explore
I
store.
won't,
filled
I
with
won't forget you.
awesome
You're gonna be
goodies,
the
from
one that I
hoodies
come on
to
every time. Every
t-shirts,
time I have a
mugs.
movie, I'm gonna be
We've got
reaching
you
out to you. No
covered.
matter how
Stay in
big the
style,
movies get,
BruCast.
you'll still be the
Break
first I
shop,
reach out to.
Set the trend. Buy now at brew-cast.com/store. Again, that's brew-cast.com/store. Link below. Be a BruCast model and get free stuff. We'd like to see
if
how you and your loved ones
we'll
enjoy
definitely be on
BruCast.
again, and we'll get him
Snap
back
a picture
on.
of yourself, your family, your friends.
I love your show.
or even your pets wearing
I'm so
BruCast
grateful for
merch,
you allowing me
or
to do
watching
this
an
for the
episode
second
of the
time.
show and send it
And
to
we'll-
us
I'll
and
see you for the
become part
third.
of BruCast. We will feature pictures at the
All
end
right,
of
have a good
every
night, man.
episode, just like the ones you're seeing on screen right now. You can upload your pictures at brew-cast.com/contact or tag us on social media. Alright everyone, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye bye.